when Manzoor was at the height of his activities of, mischief mongering against Ahmadiyya, and there also immediately after Mubahala, a crop of ulama rose up to steal the limelight by challenging me. The most prominent among them was Mirza, of course, and the second came a new star rising, whose name was Manhaj al-Quran wala Mubahala-Tahir Qadri. Now he established many missions all over the world. He was a rising star among them. So he held a great drama, and it was said that by close to the minaret of Pakistan, more than 100,000 people gathered. Some said 300,000. He said, I have come here, and I'll wait all night for Mirza Tahir Ahmad. I'm here to accept his challenge. And the drama was played, and everybody came and enjoyed and did this and that. But no Mubahala was even mentioned there. You see? He was inside, he was afraid, but he made a lot of propaganda and won the public acclaim because of the publication of that so-called Mubahala in the newspapers next morning. So these were the two most prominent members from Pakistan who seemed to rise in fame in having the boldness and character to accept my challenge and bring me low in the sight of the people. When I prayed, I said, of course I have thrown challenge because I fully believe support from you, O Allah, but I want to see some signs about these people, some definite information that what would happen to them. And I saw in a dream two dogs coming close. I'm sitting, and they come close and sniffing, and what I do is I take in my hand a shoe of the Punjab old Oriental style. We call it juti, like perhaps you also wore in Arabia. And it's a longish shoe, and I start striking at the face of one dog which is behind. First at his face. I do it twice, one on this side, one on the other, and he runs away. And there's one left. He just wouldn't leave. And I keep striking at him with that shoe, that Oriental type of shoe. First on this side, then on the other, and his face gets elongated with the repeated beatings. And then the face looks like a shoe. It ends up like this. The whole face is that of a shoe. And then I leave the dog alone. So I think I mentioned it in Juma or not, but I mentioned it to many of Ahmadis here. And I might have mentioned it in my Jalsa session, I think, find out. But I did tell everybody that according to my interpretation, the first one who has receded and left us alone is Tahir al-Qadri. And the second, because they were the two main people in my mind. And the second is Manzoor. He will not die, but he will come to such thorough threshing by Allah that he'll end up like a man with a dog's face on his head. So Tahir al-Qadri, look at what happened to him. He rose to a very rapid fame after this, because till that time he was a favorite of Nawaz Sharif, who was very powerful minister of the Punjab, chief minister of the Punjab. Somehow, again, these things go to the mullah's head. They think it's we who have become powerful. So he fell foul of Nawaz Sharif. And he said, all right, I'll tell you where you belong. So he did things to him whereby he was reduced and charges were pressed against him, and he was dragged into the court for what was it? I mean, charges of financial irregularities or fraudulent case, fraud and something. I mean, I don't remember the detail. he was brought to the court, and there he repeatedly was questioned by the lawyers from the government side, and other lawyers also came in from representing different groups. And there it was specifically inquired from him, did you or did not accept the challenge of Mubahala of Mirza Tahir Ahmad? He said, no, I didn't. Unbelievable, isn't it? But it happened.
In the court?
In the court. It's published statement in the court. No, I never did. What was the drama that was published so all over the world in the paper, in all papers belonging to Pakistan, and maybe it was covered by Arab papers. It was a big noise he made. He said, no. It was, he said, no, you did. He said, no. I never accepted. So this is how Allah fulfilled the first part of a dream. The dog behind has only 2 strokes of this shoe, and he recedes. But the dog in front is still alive.
Excuse me, I want to tell the first one.
And he said, even if he doesn't come by the morning, curse of Allah will befall him. Nawaz Sharif, ex-Prime Minister as well of Pakistan. First, at that time he was the Rais of Punjab.
Yes.
Then he rose to become the Prime Minister of Pakistan.
No.
And before that, these were the 2 who went hand in hand in concocting lies against the people of Allah. So this man is no teller of truth either, but sometimes a big liar also tells the truth. This is the truth, the only truth perhaps he has spoken in all his life.